Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Peter Obi breaks silence on the Supreme Court verdict on Rivers State. He says this is not Nigeria and this is not a judiciary system. There is a lot of mishap going on and it is scary. Peter Obi said he's scared for the future, the right thinking future of this nation. That what is going on is not acceptable in any way, form, or kind. That this is reckless. The governance now is embarrassing. He said this is embarrassing. The Supreme Court ruling is embarrassing to democracy and to Nigeria at large. That we cannot continue in any way, form, or kind like this. This has to stop. Why can something so glaring look so ambiguous and overwhelming to a small group of people because they want to prove a point? This is terrible. There's no other name for it. You see, this is what is happening right now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Supreme Court ruling on Rivers State is reckless. Governance in Nigeria now embarrassing. This is unbelievable. We are in trouble unless God saves us. Peter Obi also described the judgment of the Supreme Court on the crisis rocking Rivers State, describing it as reckless and a threat to Nigerian democracy. The former Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi, has voiced his frustration at the troubling state of the nation. The judiciary, the justice system, there is no justice system. Lamenting the influence of personal opinion on Nigerian judiciary system by the nation's leaders, the widespread hardship on Nigeria. This is terrible. The Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 general election stated that the leadership in Nigeria is rapidly deteriorating, declining into an embarrassing spectacle for the world to see. Who will hear this and look at it and say there is anything here? This is embarrassing and terrible. No words to describe. What's going on here is terrible beyond words. Obi, in a statement on his X on Sunday, said, recent national disclosure and discourse is unbelievable and shaking. I'm shaking when I heard of what is going on and the discussions from the Supreme Court. He said we're at a time when our nation faces the highest level of corruption, multidimensional poverty, soaring, infant mortality rates, millions out of school, one of the most insecure and hunger-stricken nation on earth, gasping for breath with escalating insecurity, countless other challenges. One will expect our leaders to be focused and sacrificing solely for providing urgent transformative solutions to the many problems, but not necessarily. They have other focus. Instead, the national discourse is consumed by wanting to have the upper hand and oppress others, whether it is allegation of sexual harassment from our National Assembly or from the House of Assembly, recklessness judgment coming from Supreme Court, threatening our very essence of democracy. How can people who left a party, according to the law, they have lost their seats, still be reinstated? Where is it done? Where we work against our constitution and used English to cover it. He also described the judgment of the Supreme Court on the crisis rocking Rivers State as a reckless threat to Nigerian democracy. What is coming out of these three arms of government, the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, is disgusting, uninspiring, and a showdown of recklessness. Look at Osun State, the reckless judiciary pronouncement on Rivers State. Look at the capacity of threat to our democracy, plus embarrassment, the embarrassing scandal from the National Assembly, all combined in one picture. What is going on? Where are we headed in this destination? Leaders in these three arms of government should avoid undue disruption and interference with the affairs of the nation activities. Urgent steps should be taken by the leaders of these three arms to stabilize our policies and make us a face once again in the nations of the world. Where it is necessary, who needs to leave office for truth to be executed must leave the office. This reckless, negative, unserious governance in this country with no real concern for humans, no compassion, accountability, empathy, honest, sincere focus on solving the real problem is a pain to Nigeria. The display of political recklessness, coupled with widespread irregularities, points to distressing pictures of leaders that have abandoned their core responsibility of the people to making governance irresponsible. Why citizens bear the crucial weight of various hardships due to misgovernance, those in power prioritize personal interest in political gibberish all over the nation. Oh, this is terrible. The mockery of our leadership is unacceptable. This is betrayal to the people's trust. Nigeria cannot afford to be governed with this kind of people. Why millions suffer? They go abroad and just spend money recklessly, the money that belongs to all the nation. No capacity building, no transparency, compassion, urgent need for true leaders in our health, in our education, poverty, alleviation, to mention but a few. Anything less is threat to our stability as a nation. Nigerians must rise up to the occasion. I thank you, sir, for speaking. Nigerians must rise up to the occasion. But the same Nigerians during election, after they've been given 10,000 or 20,000, will go and line up behind a man who will destroy them. I'm sorry to use those words, but my brothers, my sisters, I'm afraid that is the truth. I'm very afraid, but that is the truth. Okay? That is the very truth. And it pains me to say it. It pains me, honestly, to say it. But that is the reality of our time. That is what we are being faced with. To be candid, that is what we are being faced with. So how can we rise up above all these things that are going on? It's honest, sincere people rising up and saying, "A word is enough. We cannot continue like this. No, not ever." Then we begin to take steps towards, the right direction and ensure that once again, there is truth, there is honesty, and there is sincerity. Every one of us have opportunity to make a difference. These people, look at what Wike is doing. As soon as after the Supreme Court judgment, like he knew, he entered plane straight away, don't reach River State. Then he boys the airports to where corner. I said they call the bragado, spread hands. Say make it, where's the Fubara? He should come and bow down. Excuse me. What sort of reckless behaviors are these? And we say we are a nation, we are a people. Excuse me. Something is fundamentally wrong. If nobody is saying it, I've got to say it. It is terrible. The things that are going on in this country, it is beyond words. Every single person must rise up to the occasion and say what? Enough is enough. How do we sort out these issues one after the other? Peter Obi, thanks for voicing out. We need to begin to take steps in the right direction. God bless. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.